Anglers Extra.
Back on the Anglers Extra pregame show, Josh Schaefer with manager Tom Holliday for today's manager show as the Anglers visit White House Field here in Harwich for the final time in the regular season. Coach, how was your off day?
It was good. It was literally an off day. I mean, it's like sometimes off days have been more work, and we gave the players a day off completely. No practice, no nothing, and try to re-energize because I think the stretch that's most important is coming up.
Yeah, 3 games left of the regular season, and things are already kind of set in stone. Locked up a playoff spot, locked up the second seed in the East, and already facing off with the team that you're probably going to play in the playoffs. Today here in Harwich, what have you seen from the Mariners this season, and why have you guys been able to be so successful 5-0 in 5 games against the M's?
I don't think there is a reason why. I think that our kids like playing on this field. It's a nice field. Second, sometimes the way your rotation rolls around, the right pitcher goes to the mound for you. You don't want to sit around and say, maybe we ought to lose to them tonight, but we need to play good baseball. We're going to try to clean up our defense over the next 3 days, and that's going to be hard because we're going to play everybody. We're going to try to go in with our lineup fresh, try to go in with a lineup. I think some of the platooning is over, and I think that pitching-wise, probably the Orleans series is going to be really hard, other than the first 5 tomorrow night. It'll be strictly in the hands of the bullpen. So, trying to get cleaned up and ready to go without running out of gas. And then Friday we'll come back and go over the mental part of the game a little bit, and Saturday it starts. What
exactly are you looking for from your pitchers for these next couple of days, especially with the playoffs right around the corner? It kind of seems like we know who's going to be getting some innings in the postseason. So what exactly are you looking for from the bullpen, and what's the pitching plan?
Yeah, tonight, Tristan, we'd like to see him go 4 innings because we're looking at the 3rd starter in the first series, and we're going to go Bergner, we're going to go Manoah, and we're going to have Belge in relief. And if we use him, if we get to a game 3, we're going to have Tristan, who again throws tonight. It's odd, it's against this ball club, but so we're going to try to let him go 4 tonight, get him a little bit extended, and get him ready for that start. And tomorrow night it's going to be Jack Conlon and McMillan, and it's going to be 3-2 because the way this thing rolls around, those 2 guys could open up the first round of the second series. And again, it's just the way it is because you're not going to be able to go Bergner Manoah day off, Bergner Manoah. That ain't happening. Mm-hmm. So bottom line is we're trying to get like 2 guys ready to stay with the same concept we had, other than Manoah and Bergman.
So we know what the plan is for the pitching staff the next few days. Well, based off of the team that you're going to see, the team currently sitting in the opposite dugout, that's the Harwich Mariners. Is there anything in particular you're looking out from their team today?
No, I mean, I say this, and some people think that you're being sarcastic, but by this time in the season, people are either right-handed or they're left-handed. You're throwing your best stuff to the plate. We're not really working off of scouting report. We have notes on all of them that we'll break out and go over on Friday before we start series. But right now, it's more of the game. Pitchers throwing quality strikes, and whether they're righties or lefties, using your changeup on the lefties and your sliders on the righties. Again, you got to keep this thing simple, and we'll turn it up a little bit. I mean, again, we're not here for 7 weeks just to say hello and see you later. We're here to try to win this thing. So. The next 3 games are going to be a challenge for us because there's nothing at stake. And bottom line is we're going to prepare our guys and get them in line for the playoffs.
Now, you guys have lost a handful of players throughout the course of the season, as a lot of teams have, but it also seems like a big issue for the team has been getting guys to buy in. And one guy that's really bought in has been Alek Manoah. Not sure if you saw this or not, but in the post-game interview after the Falmouth game, he said it doesn't matter how many more days we have to stay, we're here to get rings. What does a guy like Manoah and that attitude do for this team entering the postseason?
I didn't know that. That's cool. He and Bergner, if I started a program tomorrow, I would do all I could to have both those guys play for me because some of the guys that came and left on soft ground, weak ground. Is there such a thing as weak ground? Some of the reasoning, you got to listen to it, but you don't buy it. Those 2 guys made a commitment, and they basically have been the ringleaders for the group of pitchers that are still here. Belge is in the same boat. I'd take those 3 guys any day of the week. And if Major League Baseball puts any credence at all into my feelings about, the guys on this ball club, because I don't know the other teams that well. Those 3 guys are going to get high grades from me, and it's more about making a commitment and sticking to it.
Well, you heard it here first. 3 of the big players on this team that have bought into the championship culture in Chatham are the 3 guys that are going to see a lot of innings in the postseason. Coach, thanks so much for joining us, and good luck against the Mariners.
And I'll bet you see every inning too, won't you?
Oh, yes. Another guy that'll see all the innings is Cooper Boardman. We'll go back to him as the Anglers Extra pregame show continues.